Hi there, welcome to this video. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and today I'm speaking to you about an Aries ascendant, a Libra moon and a Virgo sun. So you have your ascendant in cardinal fire yang. You have your moon in cardinal again, cardinal air this time, yang. And you have your sun in Virgo, which is mutable earth, yin. So interestingly, moon does not do well in Libra and sun does not do well in Virgo. So these are not traditionally good placements for your sun and moon. There could be many conflicts that could arise. Plus you have the 6th house sun, which can be very difficult because 3rd, 6th, 8th and 12th are problematic houses. So having a planet like the sun, which is your 6th, which is in your 6th house, which happens to be Virgo, there could be very many complications if your sun is ill aspected with regards to your health. You may have to figure out this health, because 6th house is health, also hidden enemies. So this is something you've got to work through and understand what it means to be a Virgo sun. Now, Aries ascendant. Let us understand the ascendant. It is the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth. The sign on which it falls is your rising sign. Okay. Now, when you walk into a room with your purposeful Aries stride and the edgy look in your eyes, people see you as an Aries because your ascendant is how the world perceives you. It is the sum total of your personality. It is how you look. It is, to a certain degree, how you behave. It is just the filter through which you interact with the world. Okay, it is the Jungian mask you wear for society to calibrate you. Now, Aries, you are the archetype of the boss, the trailblazer, the fire starter, the fresh, vibrant newness of spring. So when the soul enters Aries after the 30th degree of Pisces, which is the degree of archetypalization, it experiences a mini Big Bang and everything is born anew. All of life is born anew. And with this, we have a burst of new ideas, as Aries does. It cannot concentrate on one thing. It likes to move from one thing to the other, one idea to the other, one relationship to the other, because nothing can keep them stagnant. This is a very swift moving, fast metabolism energy, more testosterone, lot of impulsive, edgy energy. If you don't burn it off in the gym or yoga, then this may not, this may show up as violence, anger, and other things like that. So it's very important to work with your Aries energy. It's hot. It's very hot because it's fire, and it's dry as well. Okay, it's according to the planets, this is the classification of Aries, it's dry. So there's a lack of empathy with this, right? It's infant of the zodiac. So with infancy, there's always a streak of selfishness. So Stephen Forrest says, the eminent astrologer says, that the goal of Aries should be enlightened selfishness. And, all the lessons and the shadows that you will experience when you are born with an Aries ascendant has to do with this infant growing up. And you can't avoid it. Growing up can be a very difficult process. So soak in the agitating fires of Aries, soak in new experiences, for that is what you're here to do. You look, Aries is also how your ascendant is, how you look, and this is all about the head. Aries rules the head. So here and as I said, it's very masculine energy. So a lot of people tend to wear their hair short, even women with Aries placements. They like to emphasize their face, head, brains. All of this is ruled by Aries, and they just like to emphasize it, and they have very well-defined features, very sharp features, long nose, thinnish lips, thin, narrow chin, high cheekbones, and the like. Okay, and even the figure is more masculine than feminine, and there's tremendous amounts of energy. If this energy is not used up or not converted to action, because Aries is about action, it's ruled by Mars. Okay, Mars is not just about aggression and war and strife. It's our action principle, it's our I do principle, without which we'll not get anything done. And the soul ruler of Aries is Mercury, which tells us that finally Aries is about the higher plane of the mind, or manas. Moving on to the moon is a very private part of you. It is who you are when the mask, the Jungian mask, comes off, and you are in your own self, own glory, so to speak. It's your childhood, your mother, how you will be as a mother, your security, your empathy, your ESP, the idea of nurturance, how you give it, how you receive it. All of this is the moon. It's your everyday habit patterns as well. Actually, according to esoteric astrology, the moon sign can be one of the greatest challenges after the age of 35, because by the age of 35 we've spent so much time developing toxic habits that foil our soul growth. So we have to understand the Libra moon and its high vibrations. The Libra moon and its low vibrations it's about passive aggressive behavior. It's about not being pleased with anything. It's about, you know, people not appreciating enough, or you're not feeling appreciated because you want to be appreciated. Not having beautiful things. It is the domain of Venus. Right, so having a 7th house moon also means you're definitely very, very into relationships. I mean, I will not say relationships define you, because you have an Aries ascendant. But relationships are hugely important to you. It doesn't matter whether you show it or not. They are very important to you. And you seek something long term, I think, with your Virgo moon, Virgo sun and Libra moon. And also you have an ascendant opposite your moon. So your sense of perception and your emotions and how the world perceives you is always at loggerheads. Okay, and now you have a 6th house sun, which I already told you can be complicated. Also, high vibrations of Libra can be artistry. It's the domain of Venus. Its soul ruler is Uranus. But it is all about beauty in relationships and relating to not just people but to life around us. To objects, to beauty around us, to seeing the beauty in things. That is Libra. Balance, fairness. You're probably the mediator of the family, having a Libra moon, you know. My father has a stellium in Libra. So it's definitely about keeping the peace. So don't be a pushover with this, because you also have a Virgo sun, which can have this same energy of being a pushover. Now, Virgo is not very assertive, mostly introverted sign, yin, mutable, so a lot of very impressionable energy with Virgo. Mutable and Earth, ruled by Mercury. So here you have a Mercury connection. Aries soul ruler is Mercury, and here you have your sun's ruler, exoteric ruler, as Mercury. So you're definitely about cogitation and ideas. Virgo is about service. Having a 6th house moon, 6th house your everyday work life as well. It's your hidden enemies, house of pet. So you're definitely very service oriented, and you want to and the sun is how the world perceives you. It's your father. It's how you take your internal energy and project it out into the world. So with the Virgo sun, you definitely want to appear industrious, purposeful, helpful. You're very sincere. With Libra and Aries, there may be a lack in sincerity. But with your Virgo sun, you're very sincere and you want to be of service. So professions for you, social work, great. If you can, you know, bring in the element of your Libra moon, which is artistry. And Aries wants to start very many things. Libra, not great with detailing, but Virgo is. So outwardly you're probably good with detailing. It may take you a lot to really get it done, but you want to do it because you want to be thorough. Virgo sun, you know, your father could be sick, because if you have hard aspects to your sun, sun is also the father. You have to take care of your physical body here. Virgo is all about understanding that the Christ principle just stays within the form of the body. It is the archetype of the servant. So that's why I keep saying Virgo sons want to be industrious. They want to work, and oftentimes whichever industry they work in, they're the ones to work the hardest. Capricorn and Virgo, and pull those long nights to finish off a deadline, and they're the ones that look at detailing thoroughly. Okay, the soul ruler of Virgo is the moon, actually, they say, but the moon veils a planet which is Vulcan again. But a lot of people, a lot of astrologers want to give Chiron the rulership of Virgo, because Chiron seems to fit. Virgo is about healing and medicine for the physical body's polarity is about spiritual medicine. So Virgo, you can be a doctor with your Virgo sun and your Libra moon, definitely. Even cosmetic surgery, you're very good with your hands with your Virgo sun, and you should be able to not just initiate very many things, but to complete the things that you start. So you want to create something long-standing. So I hope you like that. Leave me a comment, subscribe please, and visit my website www.tinahinds.com. Thank you.